is because I'm still basically scared shitless of talking to people, to be honest, after all this time. That's why I disappeared in 2015. I am utterly shit scared. And the point is, I'm going to be totally honest with people. That's what I do. And the thing is, who knows what an AQ score is? No? What's an AQ score? Autism quotient. So, here's the thing. You know Rain Man? He was 36. I scored 45. Yeah. So, I'm not normal. I get on with a few people and I do what I need to do and I learn and I train myself to integrate. And I don't do it well. I still don't understand my wife and I still don't understand everyone else. I just invent things.
Nor do we.
But that's what I do. So I want to be an entrepreneur, but I'm not. I'm an inventor. I invent shit and other people make it work for me because I invent enough. So right now I'm in the process of setting up other companies as well as N-Chain because I've got other ideas. Not just blockchain things, but all sorts of other shit. So that'll come out later. Most people don't even realize, so how many of you had problems doing degrees in uni? I was enrolled in 3 undergraduates, 5 doctorates, and a total of 25 degrees, the rest being masters last year. My mathematics GPA is 4.0 in American Standard. My politics was 4.73. My best English type paper is 99.9%. And I don't understand people. At all. I can't read faces. I don't remember things that people do. I'm totally fucked.
Like the rest of us.
Welcome to the club.
Yes, but I do everything. I read books and I remember them. Literally. I read a lot of books. I spend a lot of my money on books and education. 25 degrees, as you might guess, costs a lot of money. And I invent things. And I was angry with a lot of people for a lot of time. Because if I had emotional control, I'd be a Vulcan. Because that's what Vulcans did. They managed to actually have people like me and get emotional control. I don't have that. So what I do is I invent things. And I do a lot of them. I do it every day. I can write more than most people. Since COVID started, and I track everything too, I've written 5.5 million words. And I have evidence of this. And I'm not asking for anyone to invest. I don't need to do that. What I'm actually doing is I'm trying to go to the government right at the moment and give them a shitload of money. Because I'm not anti-government. One of the biggest inventions in human history, in my opinion, was the creation of the limited stock company. I think it can be improved. I think if we have companies that involve the government, not in the normal way that most people think shareholders, but actually dividends, etc., that imagine if Google actually brought back all that money into America. And imagine if Britain had money brought back. Imagine if it wasn't sitting overseas. Imagine if it was not because it was could be taxed if it came back, something else. So I've got an idea of that. So my idea of this shitload of money that I have is probably 20 billion of it will go to the British government. In other words, to form something new. The rest of that will go into companies and other such things. And yes, I own a shitload of BTC. And I'm not going to spend a cent of it. I don't really care. I mean, BSB will end up being worth more anyway. This is part of what I'm doing for my Masters in Education. I want people to learn. And truth matters. And Bitcoin's a predicate system. True, false. And there isn't anything else. There's no somewhere over there, truth, your truth, my truth. There's truth. And that's it. And for all the shit we're facing in society right now, that matters. Yes, the British did a whole lot of shit. Yes, the Americans did a whole lot of shit. Everyone's done fucking shit. Get over it. The first thing to remember is we're all people right now, not from our past, us. You. And I want a world where people start trading. And we mentioned this whole thousands of a cent. I don't want that. I want a millionth. And I think we can do it. 1 millionth of a cent per transaction sounds good to me. It means people in Ghana, people in Kenya, people in the Congo can honestly have their money kept. They can actually make money. So all the shit that we're seeing right now in Afghanistan, a lot of that's money. It all comes down to money. If we can stop fucking warlords, and the only word is fucking asshole, freaking piece of shit warlords, actually wanting to pay other people's money. Good. Imagine if some poor, impoverished, but intelligent person who wants to learn in the middle of Zimbabwe can now make a little bit more. Not because I want to give back. None of this fucking bullshit that people keep going. None of the woke corporate crap. None of the big bank, we're going to say we're woke crap. Fucking capitalism. Real capitalism. The way Adam Smith actually mentioned. You know, the guy who actually wrote moral sentiments first. Not what we say capitalism is because, well, it's really mercantilism under another name. Fucking person to person. IP to IP. That's what I meant by Bitcoin. Individuals exchanging. I'm not here to take your money. Others are. I'm terrible at this. I invent shit. I'll never really be an entrepreneur because I just invent things and I tell you actually how it is, which pisses off a whole lot of investors. I tell you it will be 10 years and they go, oh, can't you do it in 5? And I go, no. So, the simple answer is, all I'm going to do is invent things. I'm going to try and make people's lives easier. I'm going to try and make them honest, whether they like it or bloody not. I'm an aspie. I hate things that aren't honest. That's what I do. I have this real breakdown when people keep telling me bullshit, and I can not find the reality. I'm in a fight with the university that I'm involved with because of Indigenous studies at the moment. Not because Indigenous people weren't fucked over, they were. Because of the bloody noble savage crap that's there. Everything was perfect. It wasn't. Both sides were fucking fucked up. I mean, the whole point here is, be honest about it. They were fucked up, we were fucked up, everyone fucked each other. The end. I mean, I have problems with this because I go and Well, now I've got money, so I buy old books, which makes me a complete arsehole. The worst thing you want in university is a student with a shitload of money. Because I pay people to search them up. And I sit there getting real original source material that no one else has ever seen before. And I go, but this person said. And they go, but that can't be real. And I go, okay. So, what I want is I want to build a system that makes an honest internet. I don't want Facebook. I don't want a closed garden where people own information. I don't want Twitter. I want people competing honestly. I want you owning your data, and if you want to be on a Twitter equivalent, you can fucking move. You can move between them. You can have whatever the best platform is. That simple. I want someone to build a platform based on what you own. You. So The Economist said that data is the new oil. The whole point is people are data. You're not fucking oil. You're not being sold. You are right now, but you shouldn't be. I want you to own your own history. The good, the bad, the ugly. I've got lots of good, bad and ugly in mine. I mean, I've had lots of fights with people. I told a judge once that he's a fucking stupid idiot. Trust me, that did not go down well. Strangely enough, he didn't agree with me and he gave me a contempt of court because, well, actually, I did say with all due respect. No, I said with all due respect, Your Honour, you're a fucking idiot. So, I actually believed it, so...
But believing it is not an argument, you need to argue your case.
I've read some of his cases, he was a fucking idiot.
Your case was being tried at the time.
And he was also wrong.
That's more relevant, but did you prove it?
Unfortunately, I didn't have good lawyers and they didn't actually put any evidence in.
Evidence was in any case.
He was. I learned, but that was a very valuable lesson. Because of that, I did an undergraduate degree, and then I did a master's degree, and later this year I'll finish my PhD in law. It's been a long time. I also went through the bar process in Australia. I did the solicitor school training, and none of that would have ever happened if it wasn't for a judge who basically I didn't like. At that point, I thought I knew everything. I didn't. And if I had known more, I would have done much better in court. I thought I could trust my lawyers. I thought I could do all the normal everyday things that people do. And none of them wanted to actually put any evidence forth because if I put evidence forth, it would mean I'd be in front of the judge. And I'm an arsehole. I'm an aspie. I absolutely cannot control myself at times, and my lawyers know that. And I've worked to move beyond it, and I'm still terrible. And the simple answer to this is, I'll always be an aspie. But I'm an aspie who actually understands now. And that's why I invented Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's a predicate system. It's true and false. And most people in the world don't give a shit about anything other than that. They want a payment. They want the truth. They want to record the bad things that happen in history. They want to record the good things that happen in history. And they want it to be honest. They don't want the bullshit. And that's what we have in this world right now. We have a fucking world of bullshit. For those who don't know, in philosophy there is, Frankfurter is a Princeton, I think, maybe Yale philosopher who wrote on bullshit. He wrote that because he was saying there are three things in this world. That which is false, that which is true, and that which is bullshit. And bullshit is that which no one gives a shit whether it's true or false. Welcome to politics.
Right. No.